Hi there, families and students. This is your recap from Wednesday, September 9th. I want you to notice that now the dashboard has more buttons on it. So when we look at the dashboard, we not only have a homeroom, we have a language arts classroom, a math classroom, a guidance classroom, a social studies class, a science class, which I don't know why it's still coming up as a double, and they also have in there PE as well. So the students have a lot more courses that they have to click on to get through to get to different things. I have still made it as easy as I possibly can by making sure that the students know where to go when they are with me. However, when it is time for them to go to specials, which would be from today, I didn't include that in the schedule, but from 11:45 to 12:30, some teachers do a Zoom and some do not. So for example, Coach Brem, our PE coach, he does not do a live Zoom like the music teacher or the art teacher. Instead, he gives the students work to do in their Canvas module. So I wanted the students to understand that today there was no Zoom for Coach Brem, just going into PE, looking at what the 45-minute exercise is that he wants you to do, and then completing it there where he is going to check on it. That's different from last week where you just did your exercise and told me about it so that I then could tell Coach Brem. Now we're taking me out as the middle person, and now all of your work is just going to be with him for him to grade it because he's your PE teacher. So coming back to our schedule for today, we focused on in the morning, our morning meeting. We watched our flag ceremony, which I shared with the students, so you guys can watch that as well. I gave them a second day to complete their Frindle work. They had to read chapters 4 through 6, and they had to complete their slides for chapters 4 and 6. So if I were to open up the ELA button, this is what that looked like, reading the chapters and then completing the work, and it was worth 20 points. So making sure that they know it counts this week, the work that they do. After we worked on ELA, in writing, we have been making lists. We made another list today. So we have so far from the beginning made a bucket list. Then we made a list of things that I cannot live without. Then we made a list of things that I just can't stand. We then made a list of I wish I knew with a rear view mirror on a car with things that we wish we would have known back then. And today we worked on me from A to Z. Now the reason again we make these lists is starting on Monday of next week, the students will have sustained writing time where they will need to be writing in a journal, and it is important that they have different ideas to write from. So we are building a bank of ideas so that they cannot have writer's block. So we can avoid that as much as possible. I've also been having the students do fluency with me, which means that I have them on a schedule and I see them for about 5 minutes alone in Zoom while everyone else is in the waiting room. And I go over a story with them and I have them read it out loud for a minute so I can see if they need to work on their rate, how fast or slow they're reading, their expression so they don't sound like a robot, their accuracy to make sure that they're reading the words correctly and self-correcting. And I also take a look at whether or not they're using the correct expression for different punctuation marks as well. The students know how many words they read per minute because I tell them, and I also tell them what they're doing well on and what they can do to improve. Almost everybody's advice for what they can do to improve is just read more. It doesn't have to be books. Read magazines, read recipes, read anything that you can find, comics, graphic novels. If you are reading out loud once a day, your fluency is going to continue to improve. If you are not practicing reading out loud, then you'll get really good at reading fast in your mind, but you're not going to improve in your speech having to read out loud. So that's why we practice it. It's an important skill. If we come back to our schedule, let's go back to our homepage. After we worked on writing, I had the students go to lunch. When they came back after lunch, we specifically worked on lead time. We talked about those 3 habits again, what it means to be proactive, what it means to begin with the end in mind, and what it means to put first things first. We made this poster, and in the center, we wrote private victory. Because when we take care of knowing that we are in control of some things and that we can start thinking about the future and making time for the things that are important, we are going to be responsible individuals. And that's a victory that nobody ever sees. It's a private victory of knowing that you're in control and you are doing what's best to lead the way. We also did a little visual of a tree because this private victory part, that's the roots of the tree. Rarely do you see them, but the more that you work on these habits, the stronger your roots become. And then no matter what tragedy or what trauma may happen in your life, you will be a stronger individual because you will have a strong foundation. You will know what you can control. You will know what you want out of your life, and you will know how to schedule your time so you make time for the things that are most important. I've asked the children to hang this up somewhere in their bedroom or on their workspace board to remind them of those 3 habits. We then had math, the students went to PE, and then our end of the day is filling in our agenda. In our agenda, some things have just remained the same. We're still working on our vocabulary that's due by Friday. They had an extra day to finish their Frindle assignments. I'm suggesting that today, if they need to, make some flashcards for the spelling words that are the hardest. Don't have to show me evidence. It's just a good tip if you want to pass the spelling test. And also, they're continuing to work on their STEM challenge. And today there will be another video for them to watch on YouTube for Founders Month. We're learning about the Declaration of Independence and some of our founding fathers. And so I'm reading to them on YouTube, and they just need to watch chapter 2. That was a recap of our early short day on Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching.